good morning, good morning. Happy Saturday, everybody. How you doing? Let's see who's here. Let's get all the family in here. Oh, where are my comments? Oh, hello, Deirdre. Good morning. Thank you for sharing. Hi, Suzanne and Andrea. Good morning. Kim Blood. Good morning. Yes, it's our morning theme song here on the morning show. I'm glad you came back, Kim. Jean Lorio, yes, surprise. Oh, Auntie Jean, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for being with us this morning. Janet Byron, good morning. Oh, what a beautiful family. This is awesome that you're here on a Saturday morning. Trust me, I wanted to sleep in this morning, but I'm here for you. Thank you. And I'm here for me to get filled up with love from all of you. So thank you for being here. Linda Lemieux, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Janet Byron, so happy that you're here. All right, let's get started. Let's do our heart brain that we do every morning. I love starting my morning this way and ending my night this way. We do it on the Chanting for Change show every night. And we started our day with doing it here on the morning show. So there's 3 parts to it. The first one is to touch your heart center. And then you breathe in slowly and breathe back out slowly. And then you add in love. Add in something that makes your heart warm. Add in compassion, joy, the feeling of a warm hug. Whatever you want to put in your heart, that's what I want you to feel this morning. Just hold on to that. We're going to hold that feeling for another minute. I'd love to see all of your I am stories after we finish this. After a moment of silence, let's all share. What do you say? What do you write? What do you tell the world after you say, I am? I am enough. I am worthy. I am trusting. I am holding on to hope. I am full of joy. song that the birds sing. I am loving my life. And I am peace. Oh, Linda, I am here for you. You are always here for all of us, Linda. Thank you so much for being that person that we know is always there. Good afternoon, Pat Moss. Thank you for being here. Deirdre, I am an essence of stardust. Absolutely. Janet Byron, I am the divine light. Kim Blood, I am love. Yes, yes, I'm loving these. Pat Moss, I am so trying to live in the here and now. That's all it takes, just that desire, right? Just the desire to stay present, to not project, to not worry about what if or what happens in the next moment, but just that desire to stay present in the here and now. I love that. Jean Lorio, I am recharged and ready for the journey. Andrea, I am hope, I am love, I am peace. Leo, I am a powerful manifester. Yes, indeed. Absolutely are. Yeah, that was a pretty cool play on words, wasn't it? Welcome, Blanca. And I'm sorry I don't speak English, but I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you for coming in to the Morning Cup of Joy with us. We welcome everybody, anybody that wants to be here. So happy to see one and all coming in for some love, because that's what we do. And even if we don't understand each other and understand all the words, hopefully you understand love, because that's what this family gives out. Erica, good morning. Thank you for being here. All right, I'm going to pull a Kuan Yin card for us and see what the goddess Kuan Yin wants us to know this morning. All right, let's see what we got going on from Kuan Yin, who works with our energy and knows us and loves us and helps us to feel that love and helps us to feel compassion. Suzanne, I am a blessed and grateful pea. Absolutely. So glad that you're here. And you're a blessing to all of us, Suzanne. So, Kuan Yin is about the Book of Changes. Wow, is this a 5-day? No, this is a 7-8. 8 is abundance. 7 is spirituality. So Kuan Yin wants to talk to us about changes, and life is a constant change. So let's see what she has to say. Just like a beautiful but unusual melody, the divine plan is unfolding through your life. Although it isn't always predictable, Kuan Yin is guiding you in the right direction. Even if you do not fully understand what is happening in your life right now, allow Kuan Yin to bless you with trust in the unfolding of your own divine plan. So it's not only about whatever change is happening, it's also about trust. And wow, let's talk about that trust this morning. And let's see who's coming in. Jasmine, thank you for being here. Good morning. Good morning. Tammy Fisk, good morning to you. And who else? I think that's it. And Jean, thank you for welcoming Blanca in Spanish. I have never learned the language, although I absolutely love it. And I love that you came in with us. Good morning, Joanne. So good to see you on here this morning. And how are things in Florida? Hopefully there's still calm waters and nothing stirring them up. I haven't heard anything about any more storms that are out there. So I'm hoping that you all have some peace and quiet for the moment. I know, Erica, that word trust, it can be a hard word, can't it? But it doesn't have to be. It's up to us. It's our perception. It's what we want to make of it. So sometimes if we start looking at our past and we look at our experiences, that trust, if it was broken in the past, if it's something that was hard for us to put our trust in someone or something, or even just in life and in ourselves, then it's harder to build trust up again. But if we remember that life is happening for us and not to us, and we get out of the victimhood mentality, if we look at things as all of our experiences and things that happen as learning steps, as things that helped us to grow spiritually, then those things that happened become just that. And they don't have to be something that's hard. They don't have to be something that we look on and regret and keep bringing up that energy. And believe me, I have had an issue with trust most of my life. So I understand if there's been hurt, if there's been betrayal, if there have been those that disappointed or let us down. I do understand that. I've been there. But we can't live our life in fear. We can't live our life in thinking, oh, it's going to happen again. That shoe's going to drop again. Somebody's going to disappoint. Somebody's going to betray. Something's going to happen that's bad. We have choices in how we look at things. It's our perspective that creates our life. And Dr. Wayne Dyer taught us when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. So if you change the way you look at trust and look at it as, this is what I choose to trust myself, first of all. I trust that I am a spark of the divine and that what I do matters and that what I do is important. And that if I can put my trust in myself and my trust in my higher being, what I call God, you call it whatever you want, but I trust that the divine, the creator that made us all, didn't put me here to suffer. And if I'm constantly distrustful of others and constantly questioning motives and whatever is happening, then what kind of life is that? It's not a joyful life to live in fear or live in just thinking that somebody's going to do something that's not my best interest. So I put my trust in what I feel coming from my creator. I put my trust and my faith that my best and highest good is what is going to happen. It's all a matter of perspective. It's all a matter of choice. And this is not how it's been my whole life. I've gone through the fires. I've gone through those times when I've been let down, when I've been had trust betrayed, and it's not easy to get back up. It's really not, but it's not impossible either. It is your choice. It is you saying, okay, I'm a bit wiser now because I had that experience. I can look at things in a different way. I can feel into my intuition before I move forward. I can see what the path looks like before I step into that pothole and fall down again. So it really, trust is something that, we throw that word around and we give that word a bad rap, and we're like, no, I can't trust anybody because everybody's, out to get me or not treat me fairly or not do the right thing. We can't live our life like that. We have to live according to our own intuition and gut feelings and following what we know to be the truth for ourselves. And when we think about trusting somebody, what we're really saying is, I expect you to be trustworthy. And so it's those expectations, when they're not met, that's when the trust falls apart, right? If you have your trust in somebody that they're going to do what they say, or they're going to be what they say they are, and then all of a sudden they're not, things look different, then that's when the trust is broken. It's the expectation. So, what expectation are you putting out in a relationship, either with somebody else or with yourself? And not even necessarily a romantic relationship. What about your friends? What about your family? Do you expect them to always be there for you? Do you expect them to always be truthful with you? Look at your expectations in whatever situation it is, and then ask yourself, is that a realistic expectation? And maybe it is. Maybe it is realistic. Maybe it is something that, especially if you're in a relationship with somebody uh, where there should be trust, then maybe the expectation is realistic, that they're going to be faithful, or they're going to be there for you and have your back. And then if that doesn't happen, then it's time to examine what your expectations are and what that relationship looks like. So trust comes down to expectations. What do we expect from others? And are our expectations being met? So let's see who's coming in and who's talking this morning. And Joanne says, all is calm in Florida. I'm so happy to hear that. Thank you for sharing, Joanne. Jasmine says, I am healthy, whole, and complete now. I am healed and happy. Oh, Jasmine, I'm glad to hear that. I love you too, Erica. Thank you for being here. Marietta, good morning. Marietta says, we keep trusting and see our goal already manifested and give thanks and call on AAA all the time. And our welders have ghosted us for the 4th time. This is so challenging. Good thing we know that everything is working perfectly. Yeah, I'm sorry that happened, Marietta, because I'm seeing you out there on the water. So let's all put our intention and our love behind sweet dreams being already in its perfection as it goes out from the dock. Let's put that vision out there. And Deirdre says, no matter how traumatized I've been, I've always known and trusted the universe has my back. Yeah, I love that, Deirdre. I love those words. And I've always known it too. I've had a lot of trauma in my life. I've had a lot of letdowns, a lot of expectations not being met. And every time it happens, I always go back inside and I say, okay, what was that lesson? What was it that I saw in that situation that I need to heal? Not what does that person need to change, or what situation did I get myself into that wasn't for my best and highest good, but what was my lesson in it all? Because we're all just mirrors of each other. So if somebody is letting us down, if somebody is traumatizing us, if somebody is um, doing something that's not pleasant or not for our best and highest good, where am I treating myself in not a really good way? Where am I letting myself down? So every time that there's been situations where trust has been broken, I always go back in and do some self-examination and grow from the experience instead of playing the victim, instead of saying, oh, poor, poor, pitiful me. You know, that person just lied to me, or that person didn't follow through and didn't do what they were supposed to do in my life. And so I pick up the pieces and I learn the lesson and I move forward. So how can we be more intuitive? That's what the lesson is all about. How can I use my intuition to to feel into the situation before I go all in, before I say, okay, I trust you. Trust is really a funny thing, isn't it? There's a lot involved in it. And when we pull on past experiences and we say, oh, well, I've done this before and I didn't get my expectation met. So maybe we go into it with less of an expectation of perfection, but we go into it knowing the possibility that, you know, that person is human, or that situation may not be the best situation for me. Maybe we keep beating our head against the wall, thinking that wall's going to move when we're the ones supposed to move. We're the ones supposed to get out of the way or go a different direction. So it's all about introspection and living our life the very best we can for us, and living it in full faith and trust that, yes, the universe does have our back. All right, Suzanne says, I think distrust comes sometimes when the brain overrides the heart. Yeah, so true. If we stay in our heart, then we know that our heart's not going to lie to us. We know that when we're feeling strongly, that we're listening to our angels, we're listening to our guides, we're listening to mentors. Most of all, we're listening to that gut intuition, then we know that we're doing the right thing. We're staying the course. We're listening with open ears and open hearts, and then moving in that direction. Auntie Jean L'Oreal says this family is based on trust in their hearts where the divine resides and in the love of each other. Absolutely, Auntie Jean. We are a family that just openly accepts, openly loves whoever wants to come and be with us, whoever wants to wrap their arms around us. We are accepting and loving. And when you prove otherwise, like, you know, let's talk about like the little trolls that come in here almost every day. Somebody comes in and they start private messaging and they start sending those messages. Just disruption. It's a disruptive type of energy. I don't know what the purpose of that is, but we can see that that is not for our best and highest good. That's not what that person's here for. They're not here for the family to lift us up. They're here for a disruptive energy. And so they go. We say goodbye to them. But we know those of us that have built that relationship over the past year and a half now, we know why each other is here. We know the purpose of gathering in the morning is to check in with each other, to ask what's going on in your world, and to share love. That's what we do. We share our love, we share our burdens, we lift each other, and we have built trust during this time, haven't we? From the very beginning, we have built that trust up with each other and held each other in divine love. So, yeah, it's something that sometimes we see the consistency of what others say, that I'm here for you, and we trust that. And we trust that when we share something with you, that we're sharing it because we trust you. We know that it's held in your heart for our best and highest good. If I say to you, I'm having a bad day, then I trust that you're not going to judge. You're just going to say, "Oh, well, let me speak words of love to you to lift you up out of that." And we do that for each other, don't we? That's what this family does. And I love that. And yes, Jean, thank you for those wise words. And Kim says, I expect people to be like me. Big mistake. But Kim, it's not really a mistake. It's it's opening your eyes and knowing that you are trustworthy and putting that energy out and just allowing, as our Marietta says, accept, align, allow, letting other people be what they are without judging, without um, demands, just allowing their energy to be what it is. And you're mirroring to them what trust is. You're mirroring to other people what it looks like to be consistent, to be upstanding and a person who stands by what you say. And if we live our life by the four agreements, to be impeccable with our words means that what we say, we do. Whatever we're saying is the truth for us. That I'm going to be here for you means I'm going to be here for you. It doesn't mean I'll be here if. There's no conditions to love. There's no conditions on anything except just being open to love and loving each other. Kathy Han, good morning to you. Kathy's on the road back to Maryland from North Carolina, wishing we could stay with her daughter longer, but oh well, she's at work anyway, our busy college girl. I'm so glad you got to visit with her and be with her, Kathy, and safe travels to you on the road. Pat Moss says, I asked my granddaughter to listen to her heart when she starts a new school and does not know anyone. So important, because that's a difficult situation, isn't it? To be the odd man out, to have to figure out who's who and, how the situation looks like going into it. But if you just stay strong in who you are, you're absolutely right. Staying in your heart is the best thing you can do. Just do you. That's what I always say. Just do you. And don't try to fit into other people's expectations. Good morning, Catherine Kovacs. Thank you for being here. And there's our Hope. Good morning or afternoon to you, Hope. And Janet says, trust is something earned. Yeah, we can choose. Am I going to just trust you and feel into your intuition? That's the other thing. When you first meet somebody or you go into a situation, feel into what your intuition is guiding you toward. And you'll feel the energy coming from that person or that situation. And if you go into it with an attitude of, this is something that I'm going to allow myself to trust, then you are showing that you're putting out that attitude of trust into the situation before you even do anything like going all in with that situation. So trusting in your higher self, trusting in your intuition, and that's something that's learned. It's something that we learn how people behave by being around them more and seeing. And sometimes it takes a while to see what that person is really all about. So sometimes we trust them, and then we start to really get to know if they are consistent, if they are trustworthy. So absolutely. And Hope's reminding us it's prayer time. It is. So anything that you want to put into the comments, any of your burdens, it's you, if it's someone you love, or a situation, or our planet, whatever you want to put in there for us to lift up, it's time to do that now, to put that in the comments. And Janet says, trust, love, respect. Please, a big part of our lives as they all fit in together. Yeah, they do. Trust, love, and respect. And Hope says, hi, Peas. Wishing everyone an amazing weekend. The internet service where I am is really not playing ball, so I'm missing most of the show. We'll catch the replay and love to all. Please pray for my daughter, Montana, who is relaunching her business today. It's called Swap Nation. Prayers for the entire Angelic River family. May we continue to be blessed with an abundance of health and wealth. And please pray for Jason Juggler Carty to receive his miracle. Yes, we put Jason into the circle every day. We put you and Zena in there every day. And thank you for being with us. And I know the internet's not playing good right now. I know that I've had so much difficulty with all kinds of electronics, not just the computer, but the phone, the GPS, everything is out of whack right now. So just be gentle. That's what I have to do, is just say, okay, it's not working right now. There must be a workaround, and just don't go into frustration or irritation because it's not happening to you. It feels like it is. It's just happening. And so if we don't go into victimhood and we say, all right, maybe I just need to take a break right now. Maybe I don't need to be on the internet, or maybe I don't need to go where I thought I needed to go. Then we can go into it with ease and grace. And that's my prayer for all of us, that whatever this is that's going on with electronics, that we'll be able to just go with the flow, right? Just accept, align, allow. All right, so what else we got? Deirdre says, I'd like to put Danya in the prayer circle today. She's already a cancer survivor, but her latest mammogram shows 2 new clusters. We're waiting on her biopsy results. Well, we'll definitely lift up your beautiful daughter and pray for the very best in that situation. So who else are we putting in? You putting yourself in there? Let's put whatever you want into the prayer circle. I'd like to put our beautiful planet, our Gaia, into the circle for energy to calm down, for the fires to die out, for storms to be calmed, for the floods to stop, and for people to get out of harm's way for those things that are happening in our world. There's a lot of flooding and there's predictions of more. So let's just pay attention wherever you're at. If it looks like that's something that's going to come where you're at, then please have a plan. Please know ahead of time what you would do if there was a flood coming into your area, and just pay attention. Just pay attention to the signs. Andrea says, may I please put myself in the circle for healing, for love, and thanks. Absolutely. We'll lift you up. Pat Moss is praying for good communication every day, everywhere. Yes, yes. And Leo is praying for Cuba, for the floods in Germany and the wildfires. Also, continued prayers for Lakshmi. Lakshmi needs a liver transplant. For DJ Blaze, who needs a kidney transplant. For Brittany, Jebby, and my friend Leslie, who's a single mom, and her teen daughter is pregnant for the second time. So putting all of those in the prayer circle, Leo, along with yourself. Let's put you in there as well. And thank you for your compassion. Thank you for your love of others and the outreach that you do. And Erica is praying for peace and love and smooth sailing for all. Thank you, Erica. And let's put Marietta and her husband Ed in the circle and asking for things to flow with ease and grace, and that they'll be able to launch sweet dreams out into the water. And prayers for myself for travel, for anybody who's on the road, our Kathy, who's on the road right now. Anybody else who wants to put yourself in there, go ahead and jump into the circle. Just jump into that hoop and we'll lift you up today. So let's go ahead and go into our hearts. Just take a deep breath in. Hold that energy in your heart. And just allow the allowing, I think sometimes is the hardest part of that AAA. When we accept and we align our energy, then it's easier to allow. So let's go into an acceptance. Go into realizing that everybody here is doing the best they can with what they've got. Everybody is walking each other home, helping each other along the way, whatever is needed, whether that's just an energy that we need to put forth of love, of allowing, of holding each other. Let's feel that right now. Feel into that energy. And breathe out and let go of anything that's a barrier, any place where you have been hurt, where you've been betrayed, where your trust has been broken. Just let that go. And then breathe in again. And feel the difference. Feel the shift. Feel the change, as Kuan Yin was talking to us about earlier. To allow that change to take place with ease and grace. And now breathe in again. Feel the warmth. Allow our source creator to bring in the light into your heart. When that light is there, it illuminates. And so when you do go into your heart and you do trust others, you're able to see that other person in their full potential, in their authentic self. You're able to see that part of you in them, because we're all a part of each other. We're all one. So release out again any little lingering thought, any thought of separation, any thought of not being a part of the whole. And then breathe in the oneness. Breathe in the knowingness of who you are and what you're all about. And then let's shine that love out to each other. Let's hold each other for whatever their prayer is, whatever is needed in each other's lives. Let's lift that up for it to come to the best and highest good. Now breathe in again, and let's see each other in that circle. See each person connected to you with a heartstring, and know in your heart that this is your family. This is a family of love. And let's pour that love into each other. Just envision that string that's holding you together, and you can pour an energy into that string that's going to reach every person in this circle. Nobody gets left out, nobody gets left behind. So on the count of 3, we're going to do our heart telephone, and it's going to reach each heart for whatever is going on in your heart, whatever you're holding in there that needs that love. It's going to come to you. So 1, 2, 3. Thank you. I love you. That's the energy to pour into that heartstring. And it's going to go around the circle, and it's going to come back to you. It's going to fill your heart up with blessings and love from your family. And just remember that the rest of your day, just go forward in that love. Stay in your heart. Stay blessed. Stay in that knowledge that, yes, the universe has my back. My family has my back. And I feel so loved and so encouraged just by coming in here and getting my cup filled up with joy each morning. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I'm going to play our theme song to take us out of here. And so much love to every one of you. And I see your beautiful prayers, and I lift you up every day for them to come to your best and highest good in each situation. Your day is filled